Uh, Good evening to all. Welcome to the Edvishan online workshop on art integration in education. As the founder and CEO of Edvishan, me, Dr. Shalolide, and my co-founder, Dr. Vikram Singhal, are delighted to have you join us for this exciting and enriching session. Art integration is a powerful approach that brings creativity and imagination into the learning process, fostering a deeper understanding and appreciation of various subjects. It allows students to express themselves, think critically, and engage with their education in a meaningful way. Today, we are privileged to have with us an eminent educationist and principal, Ashley Oswald Fernandez. With his extensive experience and innovative perspective on education, Ashley has been a trailblazer in transforming the learning experience for the students as well as the educators. In this workshop, Ashley will guide us through the principles and practices of art integration, offering practical insights and strategies that you can implement in your classrooms. I encourage you to actively participate, ask questions, and share your own experiences as we explore the vibrant intersection of art and education. Thank you for being a part of this journey towards more creative and engaging learning environments. Without further ado, I am honored to introduce Ashley Oswald Fernandez. Welcome, sir, to Edvishan Online Workshop.
Thank you so much, madam. Welcome all of you all, eminent educationists, teachers. Okay, welcome all of you all to this art integration. So, before I start, I'd like to just briefly tell you about myself. I happen to be the principal of a small K-12 school in Delhi and have more than 30 plus years of experience in this field. Now, when I take you through the journey, I hope my screen is visible to all, first of all.
Yes, sir. Yes, it is visible. But I think your voice is not very clear.
Is it so?
Sir, your sound is not clear. You are not audible.
I'm not audible. Okay, let me just see. Am I audible now?
A little bit, but still it's not coming clear, actually.
Just a minute. Give me a minute, please. Am I now audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
I think I'll have to just hold this player thing next to me. Okay, friends, before we start, art integration that we're talking about. What, why, and how? What is art integration? Why is it important, and how can it be implemented? That's the question. These are the three vitally important questions that we have to look into. So, the screen is visible. I hope the screen is visible and the font is clear to all of y'all. So, art integration in education is a modern day teaching learning model based on learning through the arts and learning with the arts. Means both things put together. You learn through arts, you learn with arts. Okay, and arts itself is a very, very broad definition. Okay, I think we should get this message clear that anything that has some kind of a taste in it that gives some flavor is an art. It could be visual art, it could be fine arts, it could be performing arts, it could be anything. That is what arts is all about. So basically, what is the difference between art education, art curriculum, and art integration? Three important things. Art is a curriculum. You have art classes in school. Every school has the art classes. So that's art as a curriculum. Art enhanced curriculum. When you use art to enhance the curriculum, the concepts, etc. Sometimes, just as a simple example. Sorry, did somebody say something? Okay. So coming back to this point, to what I'm trying to say again, art as a curriculum. I hope my screen is clear to all of y'all. Now, art as a curriculum is when students study specific form of arts, as in the normal classes. Art enhanced when we use it, okay, to explore better concepts. And art integration, which is where the arts are used for exploring the curriculum. Okay, in this style, lessons may have dual objects that include art form, content, knowledge, etc. Okay, so taking you to now here, I'd like to just briefly stop over here and just make you understand one thing that teachers generally get overawed. What is this art integration? What is it all about? We get overawed by all this. Now, if we go back to our own school days, basically in some form or the other, our teachers were trying to inculcate art education in some form or the other. And this is what I just wanted to share with y'all, what exactly is this all about. Okay, so see, like if you recollect back integration in learning, mathematics, trigonometry, maths teachers, I think you'll bear with me, and you would definitely tell me that you probably are still using these forms of in teaching. Trigonometry, you have a right angle triangle comprising of the perpendicular, the hypotenuse, and the base. I'm not going to explain. The maths teachers are much better than me in this. I'm sure of that. But the trigonometric ratios that we have, how we explain, sine theta is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse, cos theta base by hypotenuse, tan theta perpendicular by base. And if you look at it properly, this can actually be converted into a simple sentence like, some people have curly brown hair through proper brushing. And children immediately recollected. This, I remember, was taught to me when I was in school. Just remember the trigonometry ratios in the simplest form of this kind. This itself is integrating an art form into your learning. And believe me, I don't think we ever forgot that. I think many people would also relate it in a different way. The same sine, cos, and tan would be related in a different way. Okay. Some people would call it like, just look at the numerators of all the three. Perpendicular, base, perpendicular. Pandit, Badri, Prasad. Then look at the denominators. Har, har, bol, sona, chandi, tol. So we were doing all these things, right? In our school days itself, nothing new. Okay, we are just trying to tell you that we can use this more frequently in enhancing the learning in schools, in your classrooms especially. Take another little example. Art integration, number of days in the month. We would try to recollect, okay, this month has 30 days or 31 days. Okay, so there were two methods we normally followed. And this was taught to us very early in school. The knuckle game. All the knuckles were treated as, you start with January as the knuckle, February as the depression, March as the knuckle, April as the depression, and so on. And all depressions were either 30 days or 28 days or 29, depending on whether it was a leap year for February. Okay, that was one way of remembering this. And we so quickly caught it and never forgot it. There was another way, a poem which my chemistry teacher taught me in class 8. Okay, 30 days had September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31. February alone has 28. But a leap year coming in 4 gives February 1 day more. So basically, this itself is an art integration. We are trying to learn things through art. And So we are doing nothing new. It's just that we are trying to tell you that, okay, this is what art integration is all about. And you can do it every single day. Even a little jig in the class could help children understand concepts much, much better. Now I'll take you to what the pre-primary teachers, I'm sure, are very, very familiar with this. All our pre-primary teachers, the nursery KG teachers, okay, are probably very, very familiar with this and are doing it very, very often. Okay, so let's play this video. By the way, I hope this video is audible. I hope this video is audible, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Sir. No, it is not audible. It is visible only, I think.
Dear friends, tell me, is it audible? I'll just play it again.
No, sir. No, sir, it's not
No, sir,
audible.
it's not audible.
Visible only.
So we can see the video, but it's not audible.
Just a minute, I'll just stop the sharing and reshare again. Sorry, I'll just try to reshare it. Just see what's happening. Okay. Okay, tell me again. Tell me, please.
Sir, not audible. Not audible.
Not audible,
Sir,
sir.
not audible, sir.
Sir, not audible.
Okay. Is it audible now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
yes, sir, it is audible.
No, yes, sir, it is not audible. Please, audible, sir. Yes, yes, sir, it's audible.
Someone saying it's not audible. I don't know. Because I can't understand whether the problem is from my end or what's it. I'll stop sharing again and try to reshare it. I don't know. So, come here. Come here. Sit here.
Sir, please unmute yourself. Sir, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. The audio is not playing at all. I don't know what's happening.
I think you can continue with the explanation of the video matters.
Just give me a minute. I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening here, but I think we'll just have to continue with whatever brief explanations I can give you. Okay, without I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, about this.
Some of us are hearing you, sir.
The point was how to explain. You can hear me, I hope, all of you all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know what happened.
Yes, sir.
Some of you all, I think, could not hear the audio at all. It's very sad. Okay, it's just that what you all are probably doing all the time, okay, is explaining alphabets, teaching the children alphabets, okay, through a simple song, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, simply like that way, right? So this is one form of art that we can talk about. Now, what are the benefits of art integration programs? What are the simple benefits? Now, you can see from here, the screen says it all. It's an inseparable form of education. Art is definitely an inseparable form of education. Okay, and as I said earlier, art is not only through fine art, art can be through any performing art is also an art. Okay, now I'll take you through this thing. It's self-explanatory itself, and you would understand from here that basically it helps increasing the involvement of children in a class. In another slide, I'll explain to you that even a distracted child, how he can be brought back to a class through art integration. Okay. Now, what makes art integration important? It helps to develop the language skills, the motor skills, the social skills, etc. And of course, the points again, teaching through the arts can present difficult concepts, visually making them easier to understand and retain. Integrating art with other disciplines reaches students who might not otherwise be engaged in the classroom, as I just said earlier. And of course, this is a very important thing, you know, that a study by a report by Americans called The Arts says that young people who participate regularly in the arts, okay, are bound to academically perform much, much better. This is the growth rate in the different aspects of art integration, okay? Infusing arts, residencies, internships, that means to say, ability to adapt, grow, the people, graduate courses, communication, etc. There's a percentage increase, as you can see, according to this graph, okay? What should a lesson plan look like? A lesson plan should look something like this way. Learning objective, materials required, steps, discussions, learning outcomes. Now, I'll take you to the next one. I'm not very sure again if you would be able to hear it, but I'll try my best. Okay. Before I take you through, science teachers, I'm sure you would understand one thing over here. If you read this clearly, this is what matter is all about. There's matter over here, there's matter over there, liquid, solid, or a gas, there's matter everywhere. A solid has a definite shape. It doesn't separate, the molecules don't easily break up. What you see is what you get. A solid keeps its shape. That's exactly what it is. It's not like what would happen in a liquid or a gas. A gas is in the air. You cannot see it, but it's there. It flows and blows right through your nose and fits in everywhere. You get the fragrance of any kind of gas, fragrance or odor, whatever, of any kind of gas, whatever. And when you melt a solid down, a liquid can be found. Okay, it's wet and moves wherever there is room, and spills and splashes too. Okay, so basically this is what matter is all about. I'll try to explain it. I'm not very sure if you'll be able to hear it because there has been a problem. Now I don't know what exactly. For those who couldn't hear it, a simple song that's composed on this. There's matter over here, there's matter over there. Liquid, solid, or a gas, there's matter everywhere. A solid keeps its shape, it doesn't separate. What you see is what you get. A solid keeps its shape. A gas is in the air. You can't see it, but it's there. It flows and blows right through your nose and fits in everywhere. When you melt a solid down, a liquid can be found. It's wet and moves wherever there's room, and spills and splashes too. I'm not really a singer, but I've tried to get the message across for those who could not hear the audio. So this is basically one form of art integration into a science class. Now, this is something that I was wanting you all to understand. A simple class where you have a distracted child, just ask the class to paint a picture of this kind. I'll now give you all 5 minutes to complete this passage here. Okay, anyone may answer after, I think 3 minutes should be enough for this. Okay, so I'll just hold on and wait for 3 minutes, and let's see how much, if you could, anyone would like to take that through. It's a simple picture, and you have to just complete those English sentences given there. And the phrases to be fitted in are below. So English teachers, I'm sure you'll be able to do that very easily. Just look through it carefully. 3 minutes. Your time starts now. Any takers?
On the right side, there is a man standing near a big bin. On the left side, there is a woman.
She is doing some work.
There are children
There are
playing
children playing
near their parents.
With their parents.
Next.
That house belongs to this family. By the river,
Does the house belong
there
to
are
this
many
family?
trees.
One minute,
The
one minute. What
sky,
is he saying? About the house, what is the
The
phrase?
sky.
Sky is green and the trees are the sky is
the
blue and
sky
the
is blue
trees
and
are
the
the
green.
sky
trees
is blue and the trees
And
are
the trees
green.
are green.
green.
I think it seemed to be fine to me. Any difference of opinion here?
No.
Is there any difference of opinion here?
Almost the same, sir.
Is it the same to all? I
The
think
only thing that seems to be the house belongs to this family.
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
only thing.
seems to be. In fact, even I felt that seems to be. English teachers, I think that's correct now.
Seems to be.
Yes, sir.
Seems to be the house belongs to this family.
Yeah.
By the river.
So I'll read it once. On the right side, okay,
There's
there is a man standing near a bin. On the left side, there is a
left
woman.
side.
The left side, we can answer. Left
She
side of
seems to be doing some work. There are children playing near their parents. Okay. Then
There's the
looks like the house belongs to this family. By the river, there are many trees.
there
The
are
sky
many
is
trees.
blue.
Is
The
blue.
sky is
The
blue,
sky is blue
and the
and the
trees
trees
are
are green.
green. Should that be correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now, the most important thing here that I would like to tell you all is that, it's getting a message across. Now, see how simple it became, even for a distracted student. That distracted student, that naughty boy in the class, you can take me as the naughty boy, okay, who's always distracted in class. You ask him to do a little painting, make this painting, and then tell him, okay, now complete this sentence. Okay. It's going to come in a flow. The child will understand that, okay, this is what the words should come in. Here we've given the phrases underneath. I'm sure once the child has done it himself, he'd know how to fit in the phrases even without the hints underneath. So basically, it's going to enhance the learning in class. And at the end of the day, every teacher, I'm sure, is only interested in that is the learning actually happening in the class. Every teacher, I'm sure there's no teacher over here who does not want to have 100% learning taking place in the class. Okay. Now from here, we'll move to the, again, I'm sure, by the way, just for the thing, did you all this earlier slide on the class 9th science class? Was it audible in any way?
No, sir. Not audible.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So I'm sorry, I think I better skip the next slide also, which is going to be an audio slide. It's better if I skip it otherwise. But this is a kind of a theater form of explanation. Now, this has been from a video done in a class done in my earlier school, okay, in Eastern UP, where these children are actually trying to role play the different animals. This girl is actually talking about being a horse and what is the lifestyle of the horse, what it eats, what are its teeth structure like, etc. Okay, so basically, similarly, there is the tiger, there's the snake, and this girl over here is talking about all that. I don't think I can take you through a journey with through the audio because of the problem that we are facing here. But yes, definitely, I'm sure we can understand it, that this is just the lifestyle of the animals that is being spoken about. Okay. So now I'd like to take you to another mathematics class. I'm sorry, but I think I've taken a lot of maths and science, a little bit of English, but there's been just simple reasons for that. That I'm myself a science maths teacher. So here is something that you'd like to see. The audio is not very important, honestly, because it's a dance form. Now this is integrating geometry with dance. And these, if you look at the spelling over here, you'll be wondering what's wrong. The spelling is wrong. Delight sisters. It's actually, they are sisters. But look at the way they've tried to highlight their names. They're both sisters, and they've tried to demonstrate geometry through the form of dance. Now, I think the audio is not very important, but all the same, you can definitely try to see this. Parallel lines. Intersecting lines. Parabola. A right angle triangle. Right angle, sorry. An acute angle. An obtuse angle. A straight angle.
Very nice.
Absolutely very nice, sir. Very nice.
So, dear teachers, I hope the video itself is explanatory. Friends, what say? My dear friends, what say? I'm getting no answers.
It's a good way to teach.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
sir, it's
appreciate the
awesome.
way.
Yeah, the dance form. Okay.
Can you share this video on the group as well?
Yeah, I'll share all these things. I don't know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll do one thing. I'll share the PPT with Shanoli madam, and she can give it to you all so that you all can hear it also. Okay. So
It will be kind of you.
yeah, I'll do that. I have no thing about it. I don't know what happened. I'll probably have to have my system checked at some later stage. But anyway, I'll try my best to try and explain whatever I have to explain. Now, here is now again mathematics, but through fine arts. And I'll do the explanation here. It's just trying to explain it all. For the timing, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play it for you all. You can go through it once, okay, and then I'll explain the whole thing, okay?
It's a picture of peacock with a nature
Yeah.
beauty.
Yeah. Look at this, please.
Okay, that's easy.
Now, okay, I think it's see what this lady's trying to do is she's just trying to draw a line, 1 unit, 2 centimeters. Now what she does, she draws a perpendicular on it. Just look at it carefully. I think the math teachers would really identify this very, very well. Okay, it's a right angle over here. Now what she'll do is she'll cut off on the perpendicular line, she'll cut off another 1 unit, which is 2 centimeters. She'll cut it off. Just look at it carefully. She'll cut this 2 centimeter off. Now I'll stop here to tell you one thing. I think maths teachers, you'd understand the Pythagoras theorem. You'll definitely, that's what you're teaching your students. Okay. The Pythagoras theorem, the hypotenuse that is QO will be root 2. Now see how she proceeds on and draws the peacock. She's drawn another 90-degree angle on QO. Then she'll cut off 1 unit again. She'll cut off 1 unit again. Okay, some maths teacher, I'm stopping here. Now, what should be the length R pose? Any maths teacher over here, please? Maths teachers, what would be the length of RO now, according to that according to this video?
Root 3.
Very good, very good. Root 3. Now, let's proceed on. Just see.
Sir, we are making a square root spiral.
Yes, exactly. I think
Okay.
Sir has got the point very well. He's got it very well. But see how this will take the form of an art. Just look at this. I found this video very, very interesting. It's unfortunate that you can't listen to it. I don't know whatever be the reasons now. See how well you proceed on. You'll get root 4, which is 2, of course. Am I right? So on each hypotenuse, you're drawing a 90-degree angle. I'll jump to the video. I'll skip a few lines and come. Now see what's happened. This person has gone right up to this lady, has gone till root 17. Okay. Till root 17. I hope maths teachers, you can figure that out. Now see what she's going to do after this. All the extra lines rubbed out. I'm sure our teachers would identify this very well. Now see, that's the beauty of it all. Do you see what's drawn over here now? See now what's happening here. I skipped the video a little bit. And what do you get at the end? So, friends, what do you observe over here? Any answers here? Anyone? Any takers to this?
Concepts can be taught through art.
Art. And you look at the way the feathers have been spread out of the peacock. Eh? Literally, gives you ideas, and see the beauty about it all. This teacher, I mean, okay, she's really gifted, this teacher who's tried to teach mathematics with art. I don't think I could have done that. I'm not an artist at all. But, I mean, see, it's just ideas that you can try to generate. Okay. Now, going further, see what all we've gone through right now. We've gone through dance, we've gone through fine art, we've gone through theater. Okay. And we've also gone through music. Okay, how you can explain a chapter through music. What I'm trying to tell you is art is existing all the time. You can just pick up anything if you can just innovate yourselves, teachers. Don't forget you are the facilitators of knowledge. So you just have to innovate yourself. Basically, art is existing all around us. We just have to find ways. We just have to find ways to put it through to the children and help enhance the learning. This is what my presentation is all about. Now, I would like you all to, Shanoli madam, were we able to, Shanoli madam? Shanoli madam, are you there? Okay. I'd like you all to now, I'd like you to take you through to a little bit of a class here. Okay, where you can probably, maths teachers can try to understand this form of art. What is this form of art called? Any art teacher here?
Mandala art, like mandala art.
Correct. Okay. So maths teachers, what can you do with this mandala art? I would like you to understand this, maths teachers, and think over it. Okay. Social science teachers, think about, we could do a little class here. I'll give you about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. Social science teachers, the national movement, how you can integrate it through theater. Science teachers here, I'm going to take your ideas. Okay. Frequency of a note through musical note through the form of music. How are you going to integrate music, frequency of a note through music? English class, how would you integrate Jungle Book through theater? And a pre-primary class through the medium of dance, how would you integrate your class? Any class, pre-primary, it's of course very, very broad. So I think I'll give you all 2 to 3 minutes to think over it, and then we'll take you all one at a time. You're most welcome to answer, but I would like you all to answer one at a time, just like we have one order in the class. Okay? So we'll take a short break for 2-3 minutes, and then you all can generate your ideas. Okay? If you are ready,
Yes, sir.
okay, this is Priya Pati, madam. Madam, which subject, madam?
Yes, sir.
Which subject,
Sir,
madam?
mathematics.
Mathematics. Okay, madam. Yeah.
Sir, yeah, I can integrate these things with like symmetry, topic symmetry, then patterns.
Okay.
Then even I can use how to use the geometrical tools like protector, compass, then even the usage of rulers. Then even I can go for different shapes, geometrical shapes. And also we can include lines, different types of angles.
Any other maths teacher?
Sir, we can relate with vector and segment also.
You can relate with? Who's this person?
Vector, segment, sir, in circle.
Okay, this is Pramod sir. Segments
Yes,
in
sir.
circle.
So we can also define area and circumference or diameter of a circle through this.
Shraddha madam. Yes, madam.
We can explain many things, sir, regarding circle with the help of this diagram, sir.
Priya Bhupati ma'am, would you like to add something more, ma'am?
Sir, even a fraction comes into picture, fractions.
Okay. So, dear friends, do you see over here? I think what all ideas I'm getting from here, from the maths teachers, you would understand that this very mandala form, art form, could go on to explain so many concepts in mathematics.
Concentric circles, sir.
Yeah.
Concentric circle.
Yes, concentric circles, correct. That's Rajpal Singh, sir. Right. Okay. Anything else? So can we then move to any other subject?
Sir, English?
English, okay, yes, English. English class, yes, English.
Yeah, I'm Shirley, working in Triveni School, Madurai.
Okay, you're Shirley, yes.
Okay, and English class, Jungle Book, you have asked through theaters. So you can have freeze frames for different pictures there, for different acts, freeze frames.
Okay.
Then you can have comic strips. You can ask the students to write the comic strips. You can have a role play.
Okay.
And then
a role play, yeah, you can actually try to be that part of the character. You can actually be the character itself.
Yes, and you can even ask them. I mean, just a guessing game. Tell the features of the characters. I mean, I'm so and so like this. Who am I? That you can do.
Very correct. Very correct. Okay. Shirley ma'am, I think has it forward. So many concepts can be put through. Any other English teacher here in this group who would like to a few more points?
We can ask student for the show and tell related to Jungle Book.
This is Tanvi.
Through theater.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Show
Yes,
and
sir.
tell.
Show and
Correct. Show and tell. That's another wonderful form of
and also we
teaching.
can ask student to give their imagination to end
so that different ending can be done about the Jungle Book. How can we end the story in different way so that their imagination power can improve?
Yeah, that's another interesting thing. This is what you call the open-ended question. What if? Just put it like this: what if this had to happen? What if the character there in Sholay did not have to die?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Excuse me.
we can ask students like this. In
Yes.
different situation, what if it happened?
What if? Help them increase their imagination. And it's amazing. Children can answer various ways.
Sir, I would like to add on. We can also incorporate mime and simulation over here.
Yes, mime and simulation. Very correct. Very correct. So I think we've got some grand ideas in
Sir, may I
English.
add 2 points?
Yes, may you add?
Our most of the dance forms in Indian culture are based on circular part. So mandala art also explains the different kind of dance forms which are there in India. Specifically, if I'm talking about different kind of arts like garba or any other thing. And the second philosophical part of it is life keeps on growing. Like if you start from the circle, the dot, it's the seed and it keeps on growing. So it's a philosophical part of it, of course.
Madam
Yeah.
Shivangi needs a round of applause for that. Life keeps on growing.
Thank you,
This
sir.
is a punchline for students.
Thank you very much.
Certain hurdles in life should not stop you. Life will just keep expanding outwards. I think that's a fantastic class, and some of the teachers who are teaching moral science or SCL, happiness, mindfulness, whatever the classes be, you can definitely stress on this, that a few setbacks in life does not stop you. Life just keeps growing. It's like you're moving like in an outward ripple. Okay, you're moving that way. So beautifully put, very beautifully put. The mandala art can also be used besides mathematics for to explain simple life concepts. Fantastic. Okay. Any other concepts, please? Any takers for the other topics, please? I still am waiting for a science teacher to talk about frequency of a note music. A social science teacher, the making of the national movement. I think I have a lot of social science teachers over here. Some of them belong to my school only.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Yes.
Sir, you said how social science class on national movement integrated with theater.
Theater, yes.
Sir, we can show or we can act on stage by showing major movements. We have major movements like civil disobedience movement, quit India movements. Student or can play role. We can also role play.
Madam, though I take your thing as a very positive move, but I'd also like to tell you one more thing, that you don't really require a stage. Your classroom, okay, just move the furniture a little bit. Just move your teacher's table on one side, okay, and let the front area of the classroom be your stage. That's it. Your children will enjoy it when
Yes,
you're
sir.
in the classroom sitting. Okay, so
Yes, sir. We can also.
yes.
We can also do the role play in the classroom now. Many leaders are there. Subhash Chandra Bose, Jawaharlal Nehru, Ambedkar.
Correct. Okay, so the freedom movement can be explained in simple ways, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, by role play or by any play, we can show it in the class.
Yes, exactly. They can just simply become the character and live the character for the moment, for that moment. They can live the
Yes,
character.
sir. Yes,
Any other social science teacher wanting to add a few points to this? throw more light. I mean, some things that Kavita madam has spoken of here as something that I would not have actually thought about myself. But any other teacher wanting to add something? Educationalists of here or the eminent educationalists of here? Would you like to add something here? Okay, then any takers for science class? Or a pre-primary class? How many science teachers do we have over here? I think we have a few science teachers, if I'm not mistaken. Any science teachers over here?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Who's this?
Sir, Kirti
Bhatnagar. Yes, madam.
Sir, good evening, sir. Sir, it is not based on frequency of a note, but I will add something about the energy shells, energy levels that we used to teach in chemistry.
Chemistry, yes. How can you integrate it? Yeah, okay, fine.
Sir, movement of electrons and changing their shells from the lower shell to the upper shell while gaining external energy. We can explain this thing through this thing.
Yes, I think that's one way. Any other person would like to add on or give another topic, explain another topic, or probably explain the frequency of note?
Sir, good evening, yes. Sir. Payal here.
Payal Dema. Yes, Payal. Yes, tell me, madam.
Sir, we can explain frequency of a note like occurrence of repeating events per unit of time is called frequency with the help of these kind of arts.
Okay. Can you bring in some kind of an art form here?
Sorry, sir?
Can you bring in some form of art over here?
So like there are number of repeating units there in this art, mandala art. So we can connect this art with frequency. Like frequency is oscillation, number of oscillations per unit time or the repeating units.
I get your point. You know, what you can actually do is show this mandala art, the concentric circles, as ever-growing ripples that are moving outwards. Okay, showing that at what frequency they are actually rising. Okay, hence explaining waves. Yes, you can do that. Yes, very correct. Science teachers, without wasting much of time, I'd like to tell you this. In fact, you know, frequency of a note is controlled. Your guitar needs tuning. Okay, when you play the different chords, the A minor, the E minor, when you play these different chords on the guitar, basically you're changing the length. When you're changing the length of a particular string, you're getting out a different note. How many of you all over here, I'd like to know, have heard of this very, very indigenous instrument called the Jal Tarang? How many of you all have actually heard of it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir?
Yes, Shubhangi madam said yes. Then who else? Somebody else said yes.
Excuse me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, madam. Yes, sir. Who's this?
Sir, we can connect this like waves in the still water. If we throw a stone, sometimes students used to play near river bank and they simply throw a stone in the still water and such waves appear in water, ripples in water.
Correct. These are also art forms. I mean, just make them do it. On a rainy day, there's a little pond, a little puddle of water. Just tell them to throw a small little stone into it and see the ripples rising.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you need to throw a very big, heavy brick. Okay. In fact, even
sir, if you look like orbits, sir, orbits of atom like nature.
Who's this? Rajpal sir. Yeah, Rajpal sir.
Orbits of atoms, sir, like the Niels Bohr model.
Yeah, that I think Kirti madam has already spoken about it. Okay, about the orbital model. Now, I was just asking. I asked a question. How many of you all have actually heard of the Jal Tarang?
Sir, I've
Yes, sir.
heard
We have
of Jal Tarang.
Jal Tarang, Payal Deva.
Yes, sir.
I
heard.
What do you do in the Jal Tarang? You basically can take a certain number of cups.
7-8 glasses full of water and with the help
7
of
tumblers
stick we
filled with water.
Yes, but the water has to be of different levels to get the
different levels. Yes, sir.
because the
Towards
air
higher.
above water, the air above the water must vibrate. When you play the drumstick on these tumblers, okay, or the bowls, okay, the air column above the water must vibrate. And if they are different length, the frequencies emitted will be different, and obviously that will give rise to music. And I'm sure if you today open a YouTube video in your free time today, you'll definitely, and just type Jal Tarang and you'll see some performing artists on the Jal Tarang. They're very indigenous form, very, but you can actually produce fantastic music out of it. Okay. Now, I'm waiting for the pre-primary teachers over here to...
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, Sakshi, there is one this percussion instrument that we played, the Jal Tarangna. So it is also it's a fact and it's necessary to use ceramic or metal bowls only. And why? What is the reason behind that? Again, it's a topic of physics come over there. That is sound.
Sound, yes, the sound.
Sound.
Vibrating sound. Okay, it's like see, Sakshi madam, if you actually look at it, I can mount the same set of 6 strings on a wooden plank and try to play it. I'm not going to get the same sound because there's an air box underneath, and the air inside that air box must vibrate. It gives the same kind of explanation. Okay, the molecular, actually so many topics get covered over here. The molecules inside the ceramic or the metal, the way they vibrate at a regular frequency. Okay, and that is what gives rise to, that's what gives rise to music.
Yes, because they are good conductor of sounds, ceramic and metal.
Correct. Okay, now any takers for the pre-primary, some class of pre-primary. Before we wind up, I think we've overshot time by about 10 minutes. Okay, but if you can probably talk something in terms of for pre-primary class integrating, because I'd just like you to take back some things. I'll share the complete PPT with Shanoli madam, okay, so that she can share it to everybody over here. I have no issues with that. Okay, but right now, if I would have loved if somebody would have just tried to explain some class of pre-primary. But since I think we are running short of time, I'll hand over to Shanoli madam. Shanoli madam, my apologies for whatever went wrong with the audio. I don't know what went wrong, but I'll definitely share the complete PPT so that they can get a better glimpse of it. Okay?
Yeah, few participants couldn't even join, so it's better if we could share the PPT to all of them.
What happened? Why they couldn't join? There were some issues.
I think they have issues with their system.
I think actually it's probably been a net problem. Anyway, teachers, thank you so much for being patient. All my friends over here, and I think I don't know, but I see a very old friend also here. I don't know whether it's him, but if he can just say hi to me, I'll be very happy. There's an old friend over here. Anyway, Shanoli madam, I'm handing over to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so let us wind up for today's session, and we will share as sir has promised that you will share the PPT. So in the group, the PPT we will share to all of you so that you can have a closer look on it. Thank you, sir, for being part of this Edvishan workshop. Thank you all. So let us wind up for today. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.